What's up, fishy friends? Welcome to Tim's School of Fishing. Class is in session. I'm excited because today we are going to do something a little bit different than I normally do. Today we are going to take a look at a headlamp from Brinyte. This is called the Hc01 Noctua. Full disclosure, they sent this to me for review, but you guys know me. I am going to give you my honest opinion. Spoiler alert, it's pretty freaking awesome. So, without further ado, let's get this camera turned around and take a closer look. Alright, so the Brinyte Noctua Hc01. I do have a discount code for you guys if you want to go check this out. I'm going to link that down in the description. Comes in this box here. It says Brinyte Hc01 Noctua 3 lighting source headlamp. Very nice packaging and box on this one. When you open the box, your headlamp is going to come neatly packaged. Now, it is going to come with a protective cover over the lens and also the buttons, but I have already tested this one out, as you'll see later in the video, so those have been removed. Underneath the little box insert, we have a USB charging cable. We have a registration card with a QR code where you can go and register your headlamp. We have a little insert pamphlet that has some more products. I like this headlamp so much, I am definitely going to check out some of their flashlights and other products because I am really impressed with this one. And we've got our user's manual. Our user's manual obviously tells us the function buttons on here. It gives us the specifications, also the features and the operating instructions. The instructions on this are very clear, very easy to read. I know that sometimes on certain products it is hard to decipher these things, but this is very well done. All right, so our headlamp comes with this headband, and one really cool feature about this headband is the way that you adjust the tension on it. It's very easy to do. It just has this little knob here that you turn to tighten it, and to loosen it, you simply pull. I was originally worried that because this is easy to pull and loosen, that it would come loose while you're wearing it, since this does not lock. But that has not been an issue at all. This thing stays securely on your head. I have walked with it, I have used it in the yard, and it has not come loose at all, so no problem there whatsoever. I really like the design of this. It's much better than my other headlamps that I've been using that have these buckle style adjustment straps on them. That's just an absolute pain in the butt. This headband is breathable, unlike this one on my old headlamp, which gets sweaty and wet and everything. It's very uncomfortable. This is very comfortable and breathable. You can see the mesh fabric there. So very nice. The headband is absolute quality. So on the lamp itself, on the bottom, we have our little charging port. On the side here, we've got some green light indicators that show us the level of our charge. This thing charges up really quickly. It came fully charged. I have run it down once completely, and it took like 30 minutes to put a full charge back on it. This one is 360 degrees, so you can rotate it up. 360 degree rotation. So that is another awesome feature. And I will tell you that this locks in there really well. It does not move when you're using it. My old headlamp that I used, you can see how easily that one just falls apart. Now, I've used this old headlamp a little bit, but not to the point where that should be happening, right? I can't remember where I got this. This might be Ozark Trail or Harbor Freight or something like that. And another thing, you can see here where this part rests against your head. It does have this little padding, but it's just not comfortable at all. The design on the Brinyte is just far superior in my opinion. So our lights here, we have a main light, and then we have two auxiliary lights. One is white, one is red. The main light here has 4 modes. We have low, medium, high, and turbo. So to turn it on, you just push the large button one time and it comes on. To cycle through the different modes, you just long press it. So now we are at low, medium, high, and turbo. To turn it off, single press again. Turn it on, single press. It's going to start at the same mode that you were last on. To turn the auxiliary light on, you just single click on the smaller button one time. To cycle between the red and the white auxiliary lights, you just double click the smaller auxiliary button. Double click to white, double click to red. And then to cycle through the different modes on the auxiliary light, you just long press. So we are in high, and then back to low. And then to the white auxiliary light, just double click, long press again, double click back to red, and to turn it off, single click, boom. In the main primary mode, we have a strobe function and also an SOS function. To activate those functions, you just triple click. Now we are in strobe mode, triple click again, and we are now in SOS mode. Triple click again, back to strobe, single click, takes you back to the regular function. So let me show you some footage that I took outside in the dark in my backyard with this headlamp on, so you can see how awesome this thing really is. So there is low mode. There is medium. There is high. Turbo. You can see it lights up the entire mini farm here. We go to strobe mode, SOS mode. If we push the other button, that is the auxiliary light. That is the auxiliary light on low. That is the red auxiliary light. The red auxiliary light on high. This bad boy right here is super bright. And there you go. Absolutely awesome headlamp. I will tell you what these are good for in my opinion. So you guys know that I really like to fish. And if you're a fisherman, you know that the golden hours are early in the morning when it's still dark, completely dark, just when the sun is creeping over the horizon. And then again, that golden hour at night, right after the sun dips down and sets below the horizon, and it's almost completely dark again. And so when you're out there, you need some sort of flashlight. And if you're a fisherman, you know that you have to have both of your hands available, and a flashlight simply won't do. So I switched to headlamps long ago. You can use these for hunting. You know, you've got that low mode, you've got that red light mode. You can use it for hunting when you're out in the woods in the dark. You can use it for walking if you walk your neighborhood at night. It's a good idea to keep something like this in your car or your truck rather than just a flashlight. Because if your car breaks down, you're going to need some light and you're going to need your hands free, and you're not always going to have an assistant there with you to hold the flashlight. I know you guys have worked on a car, and even in the daytime, sometimes you need a flashlight, and it's really hard to hold a flashlight in one hand and try to work on a car. It's also hard when you have an assistant and you're trying to tell them where to shine the light and it's just not working. A headlamp is perfect for that. This is great for if you lose something under the couch, if you're working outside at night, it's great to have a headlamp. There's just a million different uses for these that a flashlight simply cannot do. Now, I'm not the biggest flashlight guy, you guys know that, but I am a headlamp truther. These things come in so handy and they are just phenomenal to have. So there you go, boys and girls. That is the Brinyte Hc01 Noctua headlamp. I really appreciate the folks at Brinyte for sending this to me. Like I said, I am super impressed with this light. I am going to definitely check out some more of their products. I can recommend this without hesitation. This is awesome. It is quality materials, quality build, lots of excellent functions, super comfortable, and I have a discount code for you guys. I am going to link it down in the description. I encourage you guys to go check out their products. Check this out. Like I said, tons of uses for a headlamp. If you've never tried a headlamp, I encourage you to give it a shot because I think you're going to find that this thing comes in useful in situations where your flashlight just doesn't cut it. So there you go, boys and girls. I appreciate you for watching. Give me a thumbs up. Drop me a comment down in the comment section. Let me know if you have any products from Brinyte. Let me know if you have any headlamps and what you think about headlamps in general. And if you're not subscribed to the channel, please consider doing so. Just click my logo right over there. That's it for this episode of Tim's School of Fish, boys and girls. Class dismissed.